awesome. And we have topped this thing with our QFT Black Diamond 750 CFM carburetor. It's kind of one of our dyno standards, so should work awesome on this. And for ignition, we've used our MSD Pro Billet locked out distributor that we used before, but now we painted it black.
I have a question. Why do you think people think 305s are junk?
I think, it's my theory, that back in the day they didn't really make a lot of power, so people just beat the crap out of them and then turned them into junk.
Some people have emotional attachments to engines. Some people, from a purely scientific standpoint, they want to do something. That's great. But we wanted to do this. I think it's going to be great, and we'll see how it goes here. We're gonna let her rip and see what our initial pull is, and see if the guts stay in it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Smooth. A little bit more power than you would expect out of a 305.
Oh, 388.7 pound-feet and 409.3 horse.
How much horsepower?
409.3 out of a 305. Isn't that's awesome? Because that's comparable to like if you did like a 4.8 or a 5.3, which has, you know, almost the same bore size.
Right.
And this is kind of in between the two right now in terms of displacement, but that's about right. I mean, that's why wouldn't it make that is really like the question, you know?
Now it's the tune-up, right? We're gonna time for torque, and we're gonna jet for horsepower.
Yeah, let's see what we can squeeze out of this thing.
Montage. We'll make incremental changes over multiple runs, adjusting timing and fuel based off the dyno data from each run. We are tuning for maximum power on the dyno, and for this engine, we landed on 36 degrees of total timing with our locked up distributor and 70 primary and 80 secondary jets in our QFT 750 Black Diamond.
All right, let's see what all these changes do. We've been slowly making progress.
Yeah.
See what we can culminate it to. Okay.
Yeah, we'll take that 413.6.
And 388 pound-feet.
Now, torque's about where it is.
Yeah.
Right? Now, that tells you a couple things, right? The chamber on this thing is very, very good.
Yeah, it doesn't need a lot of timing.
And that's where it stops being sensitive to timing, but power picked up nicely.
Yeah.
400, almost 414 horse. There's nothing wrong with this engine at all. I mean, it's 305. Is it small cubic inch? Of course it is. But if you
1.31 per cubic inch.
1.31. That's pretty good. Okay, so on this particular one, the only thing I think I'd like to try is maybe just go through a few spacers and see if we can pick up some stuff.
We always try a few different spacers to see which performs the best. So it's super helpful to have a wide selection that we can run across the engine to see what comes out on top. All right, so we have a 1-inch 4-hole tapered spacer in between the carb and the manifold. So still has good hood clearance, but we get a little bit more plenum volume and hopefully even out that side to side a little bit. Maybe make some more power.
Is it a boat anchor? Pretty nice running boat anchor there.
Nice.
All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and call that 415, 414.9 and 390 pound-feet. Now that's
awesome. I mean, it's a little bit, but like that's why we do this, so we can see if we can squeeze just a little bit more out of it.
Carries torque really nice, carries power really nice. So here's the thing: you can do same thing. We can do a little stroker.